companies or multiple requirements. Okay. Then further, we need to follow some step-by-step process. The first step will be regarding we need to create an email account under system mailboxes in ServiceNow. Okay. Further, I'm just navigating to the filter navigator. Just go for email accounts under system mailboxes. Okay. Go for email accounts. Go for this email accounts, and you can create a new one and give any name here. I'll just mention my name here, like service Sharath service now. This is my email account name, and type should be POP3 because this is a POP3 technology where we use the same technology in the Gmail. Okay. Then go for username. What is your Gmail ID or email ID? What we use not only for the Gmail, you can use for any other emails also. Let's go with our custom Gmail here. Click on this one. This is Sharath, like ServiceNow Sharath at the rate of gmail.com. Let's enter the same thing here. Sharath ServiceNow, or let's copy the same thing. Copy directly. Let's go with Gmail. Copy, and I'm pasting here in the username. And password, give the password if you remember, then we can directly type the passkey later. Let's say I'm typing my the regular password here, but it is not executed in the backend because Gmail has two-step verification, so it is not enabled directly with the direct password. And connection security will be SSL TLS. SSL TLS in the sense of, for example, Gmail has many securities where it follows something called as SSL process. Okay, SSL process will enable only where we can send some emails. SSL stands for secure sockets layer. Like in this part, SSL stands for secure sockets layer. By this mechanism, Gmail works in the backend. So spam mails can be turned into spam, like deleted mails will be into trash. This is called as the connection security part called as SSL, where it will retrieve the emails with only some like reserved connections. We don't get any spam emails directly in the inbox. It will have some technology or have some security patches in the backend, so it can sort the emails based out of this content. For example, if it is spam, directly it goes into spam folder. If it is relevant or it is with the relevant email IDs, then it will go with inbox, where this is called as connection security. And for Gmail port, we have a port called, which port we need to use? The number here for the Gmail, it is 995. Okay, 995 port is like 995 port in Gmail. This is called POP technology, where we use this port called 995, and it is the standard and secure one. This is called Post Office Protocol version 3. Okay, it's called POP3 technology. Okay, then the port number for this POP3 technology is 995. The port number will be 995 for this. Okay, and I need to mention this 995 here directly in the port number 995. Okay, then the server, it is asking which server we are using. Because we are using the POP server, we need to mention something called as pop.gmail.com. Okay, this is the server name what we are using, because it is a POP technology or POP mechanism. That's why we need to mention something called as server as pop.gmail.com. Okay, then save this record. Then after saving this record, if I click on test connection, it should show like connection is failed or something, like connection is not available, because we are not mentioning any correct username and password. Like we just mentioned the username and password at the top, but it is not a valid one because we don't insert the same password what we are using for Gmail, because it may have some concerns where we can hack the email accounts for the others. For that, Google account provides some different scenarios for that called as passkeys. Further, we need to follow the second step. Second step will be email receiving property will be disabled in the part, and we need to enable in the service now. Okay, in the email properties. Further, click on filter navigator. Let's see this record. Click on filter navigator, just type email properties. Under system mailboxes, we have email properties, and we need to enable this inbound email configuration. By default, it will be in the false state. We need to enable this option as true. Then only we can receive the emails regarding this inbound email configuration. Okay. Then click on save. This is the second step where we need to enable these process. Okay. Then if I click on this email diagnostics, you can check whether it is connection status is true or not. Okay. Right now ServiceNow-INDIA is true, but Sharat ServiceNow is not an active state. Okay. It is showing as inactive. Okay. Right now we are trying to connect this as connection successful. Okay. Then we'll come towards this step 3 called enabling settings in the Gmail. Right now we have configured all the settings in our service now. Okay. Then we'll go for Gmail and do some settings called 3 settings here. The first setting is we need to add this 2-step verification button here. Let's go for Gmail and click on the logo of your Gmail account, and we have something called as manage your Google account. And in the security and sign in, scroll down, we have something called as 2-step verification is right now off. We need to enable this option, so we can get, like, you need to enter the password of this Gmail account. Enter the password of this Gmail account and try to log in. Then we have different types of options here. Like we have phone number, we have pass keys and security keys, and we have authenticator. Anyone we can use. Let's go with phone number first. I need to add some phone number, or directly click on this pass keys. Create a pass key. Just continue. It will go with this system 113, like the password what we have. Click on done, and we have the pass key here. Okay. Then turn on 2-step verification. Okay. Let's go with phone number also. Add a phone number. I'm typing my number here with India keyword. Receive codes by text, or we can mention any option here if you want. I'm just mentioning your option called as receive codes by text message. Click on next. Save. Okay. Then go back and scroll down. Click on turn on 2-step verification. The existing passkey doesn't sync across your devices. Turn on 2-step verification. Add another step. Okay. Click on go back. Let's go with passkeys again. Create a passkey. Continue. Then we are successfully turn on the protection called 2-step verification by adding your phone number. Just click on done. And if you see, we have option called turn off here because it is already turned on. Let's go back. And if you see, the sign in 2-step verification button is on here. Okay. Then the step 1 is done. Then go for turn on the pop settings and enable pop for the email that arise from now. If you want to enable the emails which are receiving from now, then we need to enable the second option. We have 3 options here. Let me show you that also. Click on the Gmail. Let's go with the Gmail. Click on settings. Go for see all settings. And in that we have forwarding and pop IMAP thing. And we have pop download here. And go for this option called enable pop for email, like mail that arrives from now. If you enable this option, it will work for when we are receiving the emails from right now. If you want to enable this option for the previous one also, we can mention something called as enable pop for all mail. I don't want to recommend this because it will make the instance freeze. Okay. Because we get some lakhs of mails in the email. Okay. In the Gmail. Click on the second option, enable pop for email that arise from now on. Okay. Then scroll down. We have option called save changes here. Then it is saved. Then we have done with this option also. And then we need to create some app password where we can mention these things in the this email properties, like email things here. Okay. Let me refresh again. Let's see, it is not still now inactive. Let's go with email accounts. Email accounts. And we need to mention the password here regarding the passkey. Let me open the Sharat service now. And we need to enable the passkey here in the password column. For that, go for Gmail. And the third step I mentioned, create the app password and copy it for the password column. Let's go for it. see all settings, or let's directly go for manage your account and directly search here on the top regarding go for security sign in and sign something called as app password. In the app password in the security, and we need to create a pass key here. It is asking a app name here what we are using. I just mention my name here or any name you can mention for easy remembrance, like how why we are creating this app password. Click on create and it gives some password here like app password, the temporary password. Copy it and I'm pasting it here for the reference. Okay, and same password we need to copy in the password column. Remove the existing password, paste the password what we get from the pass key, and then save. Still I am not activated this one, the email account. That's why it is not running in the backend. If I click on test connection also, it will give connection is not successful or anything. It is showing connection successful. And if you want to execute this email account, click on active, then go for this email diagnostics. If I refresh, it is showing connecting is successful, but it is inactive. Okay, then if I make this active, then only it will execute in the backend. Click on active, then save. Then if you go for email diagnostics, right now it is showing inactive now. If I refresh, it will be in the active state. Okay, Sharat service now is right now. Okay, clear up to this. Any doubts to anyone? Like after completing this step three, internal points, and then go for checking this email diagnostics. Let's go for email diagnostics. Just refresh this page and check whether it is ready or not. The Sharat service now what we configured right now. It is right now active status is connection successful and it is showing details as connection successful here. Let's try with sending some emails here. I'll try it for with the own emails first. Click on compose. Let's go with inbox first. Compose. Let's make it as our email. Copy the email what we have. I'm sending the emails from my email itself. Let's make something called as demo for B29 or E30, and I can mention anything. I'm copying this one, like this message what I received from the Google. I'm just pasting here. Okay, then click on send. Then I'll receive the same email from my itself, like from my email itself. Okay, then check whether we are receiving the same emails into ServiceNow or not. Let's click on filter navigator, sys underscore email dot list. It takes some time because I just mentioned the time there. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, just refresh some time. It takes couple of seconds. That's it. Let's wait for some time. Got the email from Sharat Service now. Demo for B2930. If I open this record, if I scroll down, we have preview email option here where we can check the email what we sent from Gmail which you are working. Then let's try with a different email. I'll send the email from this account. Let's see. Click on compose. The email is different here. I'll make what is the email of this user account. This is ServiceNow Sharat. I'll copy this here. I'll send the email from different mail account. Click on compose. This email is different. If you see, this is ServiceNow B29. I'm sending from B29 to this Sharat ServiceNow, like ServiceNow Sharat. Let's make it as mm, demo 2 for Gmail integration. And I can copy any information here. Let's go with any this email. Let's copy this content and I'm pasting it here for you. Okay, send. I'm sending from B29 to this email. Okay, just refresh for some time to get the email. 30 seconds will be the trigger time, like 3.22 seconds the trigger time to get an email from different account. Okay, then refresh this page. Is it sent successfully? Go for sent mailbox. We send to Sharat service now. Let's check with this account. Refresh again. Still not received. Just refresh again. Okay, then check in the ServiceNow emails. Let's go with ServiceNow email box. Click on filter navigator sys_email dot list. Still it is not received in the Gmail. That's why it is not populating here. Just refresh again. Why is it not sending? Okay, we'll get in a couple of seconds. Or I'll send another email. Let's click on compose. Hi all. This is my subject. I'll copy any different information here. Like I'll copy this information. Send. Let's check to this email. Refresh. Then after receiving this email B29, the subject is hi all. Let's check here in the email box. Just refresh and we need to get the hi all as a subject after a couple of seconds. Go for email diagnostics, go for email reader job, check whether how many emails are scheduled. Okay, 31. Let's wait for like 35 seconds. Then go for emails, then refresh again. We have to wait for 30 seconds more. So we'll get the received email from the Gmail to ServiceNow emails account. Just refresh again. Okay, we'll wait for 2 more seconds. We receive the same email called subject called hi all. If I open this email, if I scroll down, if I click on preview email, it will show the email what I shared with the Gmail account. Okay, with different mail ID. Okay, if I scroll up, you will see who sent this email. User is ServiceNow B20 at the rate of gmail.com. To whom? To ServiceNow Sharath at the rate of gmail.com. Both are different way.